Здравствуйте, guys. Welcome to Dordoy Bazaar here in the northern part of Bishkek. This is one of the largest markets in Central Asia, one of the biggest hubs for trade that you can find in this region. Everything here is in shipping containers coming from the east, coming from the west. It's epic, and I can't wait to show you and explore what's inside. So guys, welcome to the central part of Dordoy market. This market is incredibly unique because this region itself is also incredibly unique. You've got things coming from the east, from China, Japan, South Korea. You've got things coming from the west, from Iran, from the Middle East, and of course from Europe. You have things coming from the north, from Russia, from Kazakhstan. So you've got a weird mixture of all of the things that people want, all of the things that people need to buy. And it's all laid out here in a place where you can get it if you can find it. So an interesting thing about this market is that everything comes in these shipping containers. They have truckloads of these things brought in every morning with all of the different products. But since they have so many shipping containers here, what they have actually done with them is turned them into kind of makeshift markets and makeshift stores. So here you can see they've renovated this shipping container to be a cosmetic store, or they've renovated these shipping containers all to hold different things that people can buy. It's kind of cool, it's kind of trendy. It's what you see in the US with these kind of container bars. An interesting thing to note is that the Kyrgyz, the Tatars, the Uzbeks, the other peoples that live in this region have always been traders throughout history. This is what we call the Central Asian region as part of the central part of the Silk Road. So this is the kind of ancient trading route that connected China to the west, and all of these products coming from India, coming from China in the east, heading to Europe and vice versa, is really what kind of this region is known for. These people were all nomadic as well, so they've always been hustlers, they've always been traders, they've always been going from place to place moving goods. And I think this is kind of a legacy of that, why you have the biggest market in Central Asia here, and why you have so many different things. From what I can tell about this market so far is that they have really random things, and this is kind of the shopping market for the entire city of Bishkek in a way. I mean, you can get really anything you want here. The cool part is that there's all these chai ladies. Tea is a big culture here, and so here they have these chai on wheels, sort of places where you can get little snacks, you can get tea, you can get other things, and she's wheeling it through here, kind of like street food style, which is pretty cool as well. I dig that. One thing I kind of think we miss living in the United States or living in Europe is these kind of unofficial places where people import all of these products, and then you can, kind of broker, barter, or make deals. This whole system is that. There's no prices here for pretty much anything. Normally you have your vendor that you like, and you always have a connection with that person. You come back to that person, you trust them. In the United States, it's very just transactional. So here we have the entrance to the bazaar. We have Dobro Pozhalovat, which means welcome. And you also have the same word here in Kyrgyz, Kosh Kelinizler, which actually is very close to Hoş Geldiniz, because that's the Turkish way to say that. And then here you have the marshutka station. A marshutka is like a small minibus. These you can take anywhere. So this goes to Tsum, to Junkham, to Dordoy. So this takes you between different markets. And these are really what connects the city together. You got some food, got some bananas. You got you can go everything. You got the hijab seller here. And we're gonna go in the bazaar. We're gonna go in. It's actually quite cold today. It's like 1 degree, even though it's mid to late April when this is filmed. And this part, they have all of the fake stuff, the fake bags that you get from China, from Vietnam, what you would typically find in East Asia. You got the hats, and it's all pretty cheap. You can get a fake Gucci purse for 500 soms. That's $7. Pretty cheap, man. Pretty cheap.
Hi, man.
What's up, bro? So I found something interesting here. Here we have some, what I would call like packed lunch ladies, as well as a man selling dates for Ramadan, because it's Ramadan here, so people aren't eating. So we've got these different packed lunches from noodles, salads. They've got chili, really beautiful to-go kind of lunches. Ooh. Nice. Что?
Откуда?
America.
Америка?
Да.
USA?
USA. Nice. This place is absolutely huge. I mean, this goes for like about 1 kilometer. And here we actually have food. We've got doner, kebab. We've got other kind of piroshkis and other kind of Russian situation food going on here. It's really quite incredible. I love these markets because these are like microcosms of society. You can get everything here, from hijabs for your wife to apples and pears. This place is absolutely never ending. I mean, this direction, it goes further than I can see. This direction, it goes further than I can see. And back the way I came, I already walked maybe, I don't know, maybe 600 meters. It's absolutely insane. Okay. I got some tea from some one of the tea carts. This was 10 som, so that's about 15 cents US for a hot cup of tea with a little sugar in it in the morning. It's cold. It's cold here. It feels like you're in a refrigerator because the metal really radiates the fact that it's not warm in April. Really pissed off about it, actually. How is some black tea? Hot, sweet, delicious. They like sweet tea here. It's really like part of the thing. If you don't like sweet tea, really tell them no sugar, because she was loading it up. This lady is delivering bread to the people. It's nice. In a baby stroller. It's cool here because every different like box has taken their own approach to how they want to deck it out. So in this aisle, it's all about like curtains. So this is the fashion aisle, I guess. So they want you to open the curtain and like see what's behind it. You know, you can't know what you're looking at before, which is pretty cool. Здравствуйте. Здравствуйте. One of the cool parts about filming here in Kyrgyzstan, in comparison to other Asian countries I've been to, is that because there's a Russian population of about 20%, people don't look at you so strangely, unless you're filming, obviously, because there are actually Europeans here. Compared to like in China or Vietnam, Cambodia, you really stick out really badly. But here, not so bad. You can kind of go undercover. So this is a good example of the empty versions of all of these. And you can see here that they basically, you know, drill out, they knock out these walls and they turn it into stores. And then they open them, like these ones. But for whatever reason, this section is not ready to be used. The sheer size of this place is just unbelievable. It just keeps going and going and going and going. It's going like over here, like another, there's more stalls this way. We're talking tens of thousands of stalls, tens of thousands of people here. I mean, the volume of goods that they're moving here is just staggering. It's actually staggering. Like, I'm taken aback. I've never been to a place like this in the world. Nowhere in Asia, even. So I have a treat for you guys. I found something super, super traditional. This guy is doing samsa, which is the kind of national dish of the Central Asian region. It's a stuffed pastry that's typically filled with some sort of meat mixture. And he's doing it like the old school way. Like you can see he's got they call this a tandoor, very similar to the word tandoor, which comes from Hindi, all over the region. He's doing these like by hand with this kind of charcoal situation. Super, super beautiful. There's beef inside this. Let's try it. Inside it's got beef fat, some onions, spices. The beef here is really like It's a little bit gamey. I don't know what kind of beef they add in there. So tasty though. And it's cool because they really get that char. You find these all over the place, but you don't find them in the old tandoors like that. Such a unique experience, love it. I think walking through this market, you can really see the varied kinds of people that live in Kyrgyzstan. You've got a lot of people wearing more like traditional Muslim attire, but like very different than what you'd find in the Arab region. The hijabs are all very different colors. How the way the women wear them are all different colors. And the overall look of the people are interesting. You also have people dressed like Russians, people dressed like Americans, and then you just have Russians that are here as well. So it's like a huge mix. You never know what you're gonna get, which I appreciate. Every corner is confusing and different and never ending. So we've got the shawarma here. Shawarma comes from like shawarma, which is like from Arab, but Arabic, but it's also like a doner that you can find from Turkey. The guy who's making the kebabs here, he actually lived in Turkey for 7 years in Istanbul. It's like a durum, like a wrap, but he covered it in like a kind of like an egg wash and some sesame seeds, and he baked it. Never seen that before, so let's give it a shot. Yeah. Doner meat, fries, veggies. You have the nice sesame on the top there. It's crunchy on the bread, super tasty. And yeah, this is actually, you can find these in Russia a lot. Shawarma, super good, and always cheap. This was only less than $2 US. Amazing. So that's it from Dordoy Market, one of the craziest places I've definitely seen in the world, one of the biggest markets I've certainly ever been to, and a place that is incredibly unique, kind of tells the story, the Silk Road story of Kyrgyzstan, and really the story of Central Asia as a whole. Super crazy place, super crazy time, gotta go, gotta visit. If you liked the video, make sure to like and subscribe. We got lots of different stuff coming from Kyrgyzstan soon. We're headed out to Karakol in eastern Kyrgyzstan for the next video we've got, and we've got lots of stuff coming up, so make sure to stay tuned for that. That's gonna do it for me today, guys. See you in the next video. Das Fedanya.